today we're going to start with a little bit of core work because as maybe all of you, some of you know, my shoulder's been bugging me, so today I was like, all right, we can do some core for warm up. And so yeah, you all get to enjoy that with me too. So just to start, we're going to do just some nice roll-ups. So just kind of starting laying flat and then rolling all the way up to your toes. And then a little stretch here. And we'll just do a few of these on your own. And again, your own speed, getting a good stretch. And this will be kind of like, again, just at your own pace, getting a good stretch. And then on the next one, as you come up, go ahead and reach to the right. And maybe like a twist. You can reach kind of behind yourself a little bit and twist off to the right. And then we'll roll back down and we'll do to the left. Nice twist. It's always funny, people who are on walks, I think they hear me talking and so they think they look, you know, and then they wave. And I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm not talking to you. I wonder if that's how it is for all you out there too. And we'll just do another twist to each side. And then we're just going to go into a little hollow hold with your arms down and your legs up. And so we're going to hold here with your low back down and your legs up and your arms up. And your legs are just barely hovering over the ground. And so it's pretty much just your tailbone that's on the ground here. You can even lift your back just a little bit up, but we're staying nice and low, arms low, legs low. And we're going to hang out here for like 10 more seconds. Up, so now you're on your butt and you're going to reach your hands forward towards your toes, and so you're going to be in a pike position with your legs straight as possible, and you're kind of all the way up onto your butt and you're just reaching for your toes, and we're going to hold here for 15 more seconds. Again, reaching for those toes, you're kind of on your butt, legs are as straight as possible. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, and now you're gonna bend your knees, keeping your legs hovered, and we're gonna twist to the right, and we're just gonna hold here in this twist to the right. So your feet are still hovered, but your legs are bent, and we're just twisting off to the right, kind of like we did when we came up from a roll up. And we're just gonna hang out here in this twist. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to twist the other way. And again, feet stay hovered, knees are bent, and we're on our butt. Back is up, twisting to the left. Getting your shoulders twisted as much as you can. Keeping those heels hovered. We'll be 15 more seconds here, and then we'll rest. 10 more seconds, twisting as far as you can, keeping your knees bent. Legs should be together. 3, 2, 1. All right, rest. So we're going to rest 1 minute, and then we'll repeat that whole sequence again. And so as you're resting, if you want, you can kind of roll on over onto your stomach and kind of pull your back up, your chest up. Rest on your forearms a little bit, kind of stretch out that. Stretch your core out a little bit after doing all that holding. $30 more seconds, so just take some nice easy breaths. And any other stretching that you want. 20 more seconds. All right, and then we'll roll back over on your back. And we'll get ready to go into round number 2. And so again, we're going to start with your feet just barely hovered and your arms are straight forward. 3, 2, 1, go. And so you're kind of on your low back, mostly on your kind of pelvis almost. Feet are just hovered off the ground. Arms are forward. And you're you're gonna keep focusing on your breath. We'll be here for 15 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna reach for your toes and you're gonna lift your legs up as high as you can and try to keep them straight. Keep your legs together, toes pointed, arms reaching for your feet. Really staying on your butt, legs straight. Nice deep breaths. 10 more seconds. And we're gonna go right into a twist. 3, 2, 1. Bending your knees and then twisting to the right. And keeping your legs together, legs bent, feet hovered off the ground, and twist to your right as far as you can with your chest. And remember, try to stay relaxed with your neck. Don't want to strain your neck, but you want to twist with your midline as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch the twist to the other side. And again, knees stay together, knees bent, heels hovered. Twist as far as you can. But relax your neck. Twist with your midline. Air. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we'll rest 1 minute again. And so again, rolling over if you want. Maybe even coming up on your arms a little bit, really squeezing your glutes can get a good stretch here through your midline. Oh yeah, and your back maybe a little bit. And so any stretching you want, we're gonna rest for 30 more seconds. And then we're gonna do one more time through, but this time through, we're gonna be like moving. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of reps from the low to the high position of the first one, and then 30 seconds of reps on the twist. And we'll do it 2 times back to back. So it'll be the same amount of time because there's only 2 movements this time. And it'll be our last round of our little core warm up. And so we're gonna start again in this kind of low position, and then you're gonna go to the high position and then back to low. And we'll do those reps for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, go! Low, up to high. And so just pulling your legs up and reaching your hands for your feet and trying to keep your legs straight as you do so. Three, 2, 1. Now we'll go into the twist. This will just be like a Russian twist. Your feet hovered, knees bent, side to side. We're getting really good at these through this whole pandemic. Lots of Russian twists. All right, we're gonna go straight into round 2 in 10 seconds. And if you need to take little breaks, that's fine. This will be the last minute of our warm-up. 3, 2, 1. So low, high. My hip flexors. 10 more seconds for these. 3, 2, 1. Twist. Last 30 seconds. Arr. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, rest. All right. Okay, we're gonna stand up. Nice job. And yeah, that really is at my midline. I feel warm, but I also kind of got my hip flexors. You might be feeling the same thing. So a little, oh yeah, quad stretch might feel good. And we are gonna go into a little bit of like single leg balance and strength stuff. So getting a good stretch could be helpful going into the next part as well. Loosen up those hip flexors a little bit, maybe some like hip circles after doing all that stuff. And so the next stuff, we'll go through the first round with no weight, and then if you want to add weight or like height or distance on like the jumping portions, then you can add that as we go through the next few rounds. So we'll do this first round without weight kind of as like the warm-up round of this part. And so the first thing we'll do, again with no weight for the first round, is just a nice and slow squat. And so you'll take 3 seconds to squat, and then from the bottom, you're gonna try to stand up and jump. And then on the way down, you're gonna try to like catch yourself softly and descend into that same tempo. So you'll have to really grab control of your landing on the way down in order to hit that 3-second tempo after you jump into the next rep. It's also okay to kind of catch yourself and then reset and go into your next tempo, but the added challenge would be to try to slow yourself down and go straight into that tempo. So for example, taking 3 seconds to squat down, 3, 2, 1, extend, jump, and then 3, 2, 1. So like be able to kind of catch yourself softly, but at the same time, brace and break and go into that descent for the next squat. And we're gonna just try to do like 6 of those. And so you can practice a few on your own, and then again, like in rounds going forward, you might want to add weight to this, where you like hold the weight at your chest or between your legs. But if you want this first round, we'll do no weight again as like the warm-up set. And then this next one is actually also a jumping move. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our broad jump, but you're gonna try to turn 90 degrees for your landing. And so the trick here is you're leaving with both feet, you're trying to jump far, you're doing a broad jump, so you're trying to go forward, you're trying to travel, and at the same time you're gonna try to like spin and land with both feet at the same time. And so you might not be able to jump super far, but you can try pressing it further and further as you go. But so you're gonna do that broad jump, and then you'll turn 90 degrees and catch that landing. And you'll go right, and then the next one you'll go left. So you could like make a little box kind of and turn left if you have room, or you can always just kind of reset back where you were or go back and forth. And we're gonna try to do 6 right, 6 left. And again, like, your tendency is probably going to be that inside leg is going to want to land before your outside leg. But you can try to reset yourself and land with both feet at the same time. And we'll do 6 each way, so 12 total jumps. And as you get good at it, you can try to go further. Oh man, I have to tell y'all, this morning my nephew, who it's almost his 5th birthday, he's almost 5, and he asked me if when he turns 5, if he's old enough to come to my Frisbee school. He's like, because now that I'm 5, I think I'm old enough to go to Frisbee school. I was like, we could have Frisbee school at Grandma's house right now. It's so funny.
That's cute.
Yeah, cute. Okay, looks like we're kind of finishing up with those jumps. And so now is when we're going to use our step or your box or whatever you've got. And you're going to stand up on it with one leg. And the goal here now is to be on that one leg. And your other leg is going to kind of be hovering. And actually we're going to start with it in this high knee position. So you're going to pull your knee up to your chest at the top here. And then you're going to slowly bend your standing leg so that you can lower down. And you don't need to leave this knee in the high knee. You can let it swing down or do whatever it needs to do. But as you stand back up, finish with the high knee each time. And so again, this leg can kind of do what it's going to do as you lower down, but lower with control, and then stand up high knee. And same thing, we're going to do 6 per side.
Chardy, are you standing up fast or like?
Yeah, I think with control, I think the goal is to get your knee up fast. And so if standing up fast from the bottom means that you lose this leg and you lose your balance and stuff, then don't stand up fast out of the bottom and focus on driving your knee up. But if you're getting that knee up fast, then you can try bringing the speed from all the way at the bottom.
Cool, thanks.
Anyway, we'll do 6 per side. And again, just as low as you can get, and then stand up, knee up. And that's another good thought, Chino, about like maybe my control on the way down isn't as good, so maybe I can really focus on being fast all the way out of the bottom since I can't get as deep. So lots of different little variables you can think about here. And once you've done 6, we'll switch and do 6 on the other side. And then we have like one more movement. So also take your time with this. This is definitely like skill, strength, like stuff to take slow and steady. Being intentional about your movement and taking your time will pay off more with this kind of work than trying to just like rush through it. So good job taking your time on that. And then, so there'll be 4 movements that we're kind of just gonna, I'll show you this last one and then you can work through them on your own, asking questions and chatting and talking, but no real time format. And so this time, we're gonna use your box, but maybe you need a different box. Or maybe you need to modify and not use a box. So I'll show you a couple different options. But we're gonna try to, we've done a couple times where we've like stepped back and then jumped off one foot and we tried to like jump off one foot as high as we could. We've done other ones where we were on the box and we like stepped off with one foot and then jumped and landed. So this time we're gonna try to like leave and land on one foot. I'm not sure if we've actually done this before, so that's why you might want a shorter box. But so you can drop back just the same way we were before, plant on that one foot, and then leave and land on that same single foot. And so again, this might be the first time that we're actually doing that, so dropping it back and then landing and trying to focus on control. And if you have control at the lower height, you can like try to bump up higher and higher. And if you just don't have something that you can jump up on, then you can try to use like your dumbbell or something and create something that you're gonna jump over instead. And you can pretend that it's high. And so same thing, you'll kind of drop back, leaving on that one foot, jump over your dumbbell, land on one foot on the other side. And so that could be an option for you if your box is too high, or if you want to practice something before you just go right to trying your box, because I know that those heights might be a little bit scary. So practicing now, just leaving and landing on one foot, and you can practice that kind of drop step like we've worked on before if you want
Or if just kind of standing on one foot is better for you and hinging back, leaving and landing. And so yeah, find something to either jump over or on top of, and we'll do 6 per side. I feel like I need something between the box and my plate. Maybe like this table. And you can like set your other foot down on top, you know, and step down. Definitely don't have to hop back off on one foot. Just get control and come back down reasonably. And 6 per side. Woo. Some like form tips that help with jumping that I maybe haven't mentioned is really thinking about driving your knee and your toe up, which is actually why we do a lot of like high knee, knee up, toe up stuff. It's also really similar to like a sprinting form that you want to emulate, but also keeping your toe up is going to give you a couple extra inches of clearance. And when your knee goes up, your toe goes up, and kind of same thing, when your toe goes up, your knee goes up. So thinking about both those things can really help give you this nice explosive fast twitch and more clearance, and it helps you with sprinting. So just thinking knee up, toe up can be really helpful on the jumps. And so taking a break and then moving back to the top whenever you're ready. And again, adding weight if and where it feels appropriate. So maybe the squat jump could be a place to add weight. Maybe the negative to the high knee, especially if you're not working with a very deep thing here, you could add weight to this. Or if you're super comfortable with these one leg squats. But otherwise, like all of it without weight is also great. So we'll just spend the next 10 minutes doing sets of this stuff. Maybe even a little bit longer because we got 4 things, so maybe 10 to 12 minutes depending on how you're doing. And the first thing was the squat with the jump. And remember, we're going to go nice and slow on the way down. 3 count. Yeah, 6 of everything.
Okay.
6 of these squats or 6 per leg of the other stuff. And again, it was nice and slow on the way down. Jump, stop yourself so you can go slow again. Broad jumps with the 90-degree landing. I feel like I have everything in my way out here. And then it was the lower with one leg, stand up, high knee, knee up, toe up. And again, if you're feeling like you want more spice on this one, you could add weight. And then it's that one leg jump, 6 per leg. Or jump over. Knee up, toe up. Really focusing on balance and control. And having fun. It's kind of fun to jump with one leg. So I think we have like 5 more minutes. Maybe like 4, 4.5. Little break. 1 or 2 more sets. We'll try to make sure we can all get 3 rounds in at least. But just moving on when you're ready. That slow squat plus jump. Next was the broad jump, the twist. Oh. And then it was those one leg lower downs with the high knee. Once you finish those. Yeah, totally. One thing you could try is doing them in like reverse. So if you have a high enough box, you could just like start down here with your foot on the ground and then like stand up and lean into this leg. So you're kind of like leaning onto this standing leg and then doing them. And also like just trying to use this negative space to like lower yourself down, and then you could stand onto the ground and come back up with the help of your other leg. So then you could still get like the lower down part, and then you can like stand up with your other leg, a little help. So those are like some things that you can do to kind of help build up to being able to have control all the way down. Another thing, if you have like bands or something like that, you could use a little assist with like a band. You could like pull yourself or hold yourself. But yeah, I think that the lower downs tend to work pretty good if you just don't worry about coming back up. If you like catch yourself at the bottom with your foot and then step up, that can be a good option to help you get there. Yeah. I think that was what really worked for me, was just doing the lower downs and then stepping up. That's a good question. I bet a lot of people are wondering that. And then you can still kind of like push off that standing leg to get into the high knee too. And once everyone finishes those lower downs, we're going to do those one leg jumps. Okay, so maybe one more minute. So if you're kind of in the middle somewhere, maybe think about what you want to do for the next minute. And you can rest also with 1 minute. Yeah, nice job everybody with this one leg stuff. It's kind of fun to work on.
Oh my gosh, the single leg hop's by far the hardest. So scary.
You know what's so funny? I thought that the broad jump twist was the hardest part. I was like actually falling over sometimes, especially because my mat would like slide a little bit, especially if I landed like way far to the right, then it would like slide. So it's kind of keeping me honest. Those were hard.
I think the hops are hard for me mentally because you're like, can I clear this 16 inches? You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, definitely.
Shit!
Definitely.
But if something happens, somebody on this call would see it, and then I would be able to have help, so that would be good.
Right, yeah. If you were just flailing it down there, hopefully we could help you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was telling someone one time.
If anything happens, Gina.
Yeah. I think that it is like a little bit of fear every time that like gets me up onto the box. Like no matter how high, no matter how many legs, like it's just like a little bit of fear that actually gets me all the way over. Most of the time. I will say I have missed before, and it does hurt. Okay, the last piece of today, we're gonna do some swings, and you can do them one-arm swings, or you can do them with two arms. You could swing all the way up overhead, or you could swing just to your eye level. And just remember that when we're doing your swings, you want most of the movement to come from hinging at your hips. So you're really gonna like bow forward, stick your butt out. It's okay to bend your knees, but you're really gonna stand up fast and use your glutes to get that bell moving. And as you stand up fast, it almost becomes weightless, and that's why you gotta hold on to it so it doesn't fly away, and then you'll just send it right back between your legs and stand up fast again. And if you are going all the way up overhead, you wanna think about keeping your arms out straight, but then once the bell does start floating, you wanna bend your arms and let it float, and then kind of punch up overhead in a press. You don't actually wanna swing the bell all the way around, because the momentum then is going around behind you. You wanna kind of send the momentum straight up, so that it can come straight back down. So it'll swing out, start floating, bend your arms, punch up overhead. I'll kind of show you with this dumbbell how it looks. So letting it swing out, but then bending your arms to kind of guide it up overhead. If you're gonna go all the way up overhead. I know we don't really talk about the technique on swings a lot, so I thought I would just go over it a little bit. And again, just out to eye level would be more like this, your arms stay straight. But again, in all these cases, you're standing up fast, you're bowing forward, sticking your butt out. Your knees do bend, but pressing your heels into the ground, standing up fast in order to hoist the weight either out in front or all the way overhead. The other thing we're gonna do is jumps some more. This time you can just use 2 feet, and we're gonna jump all the way onto your box with both feet, land with both feet, and then like step back down, get back down however you want. It's okay to jump off the box if you're feeling springy and agile and you wanna do that. But I would encourage you to step off the box some also, just because a lot of volume on those jumping back can be tough on your Achilles, and so anyway, just you don't really want to blow those out on accident because you're jumping off. And but again, if you're feeling like really ready to go on those, like I'm not going to stop you. Just a warning about that can really blow up your calves and your Achilles if you're not careful. And so the format, you're going to do 2 swings, and again, either one arm. So if you're going to go one arm, you're going to go 2 swings on the right. And then you're going to do 2 box jumps. 2 jumps, and then 2 swings on the left. And if you're going both arms, you're just going to do 2 swings with both hands both times. And then you're going to do 2 sit-ups. And then the next time, you're going to do 4 of everything. And then the next time, you're going to do 6 of everything. So you're going to increase by 2 each time. And so again, it'll be swings on your right to start if you're going one-handed, jumps, swings on your left, and then sit-ups. If you're going both hand swings, which I'm going to do, you're just going to both hand swing both times. And we're going to have 12 minutes, 10 minutes. How much time is left? Let's go 10 minutes. Oh man. Today flew by. I felt like we had like 20 minutes left for some reason. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not keeping track of time very well. We'll do 10 minutes, and you're just going to get as far as you can. 2 of everything, 4 of everything, 6 of everything, 8 of everything. It says we're having so much fun. Any more like questions or clarifications? Comments? All right, cool. Okay, future. You're just moving, no question, just moving. Okay, great. I got the way the future ran over, I was like, oh, wait, there's a question. All right, so we'll start, and again, it's going to start with 2 of everything, starting with swings. And we're going to start in 10 seconds. So find your weight, starting with swings, 2 of everything. 3, 2, 1, go! So just 2 swings, 2 jumps, 2 swings, 2 steps. Oh, I forgot my butt pad. I'm going to chafe my butt. And then the next round you go for 4. 4 swings. 4 jumps.
4 swings. 4 sit-ups. And so on and so forth. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, all the way until time's up.
Oh, we're halfway. 5 minutes done. minutes left. Left. Just over 1 minute. Seconds. Rest. Wow. Good job. I'm going to do a little stretch. Just a straddle stretch. Bing bong.
Thanks, Chardy.
You're welcome.
Lots of leg.
Yeah, leg day. Claire, what happened to you? I thought you were here. That's weird. Whoa, Slim, are you okay? Do we need to send help? Okay, good, okay.
I'm sorry.